Hi, everybody. My name is Mr. de Guzman, and I'd like to welcome everybody to English class. English is one of the primary required courses here at Lamont High School. It's one of the ones that every student must take. And of course, that means that this is one of the essential skills and essential courses and everything that each student must go through and everything in order to receive credit for graduation. So with that, of course, as we should hopefully be familiar with, English is the class where writing takes place. So we have many other items here in the English department to make sure that we ensure that our students are becoming not just necessarily better writers and not necessarily better readers, but we also want to promote critical thinking. We want to make sure that students are able to interpret and to analyze, and all of those items that we feel are very important in our content area as well. But we do that through a series of activities and assessments. Of course, we're all very familiar with essays and writing assignments, but we also have projects and other major assessments to do as well. We have novel studies and reading assignments too. And we also, even in this remote learning situation, we want to try and promote discussions and even do presentations, even if we have to do them virtually. We want to try and do all of those items to make sure that we produce the best possible students that we can. Of course, we also do a little building block exercises such as grammar and vocabulary, working with a variety of online sources that we have for the department. And other than that, this English class is going to be hopefully something that will provide a little bit of challenge, but also a little bit of fun along the way. One of the items that I wanted to cover as well is involving remote learning and what are some expectations that students should be adhering to as we move forward into the semester. So one of the items that we've been observing is that as students are joining us on Google Meet, we want to make sure that cameras are on. We want to see those faces. That's something that we want to make sure that our students are encouraged to do. And so with that comes a few other items in the territory. We want to make sure that students are dressed appropriately. That's an important aspect that school is in session, and we want students to follow those particular guidelines and everything, and make sure that they're not in pajamas, be mindful of other items that and everything that could be considered inappropriate. So just be aware of that, please. And also to being mindful of like any personal belongings and things like that might be in view. That's something that we recommend that students have a designated workspace. A place in the house or a place in the home that they're able to work and actually do specifically for school. We want to encourage that one as well. Also, when it comes to the two major programs that we need to make sure that students are working with, the first major one is Google Classroom and Google Meet. That is the centralized hub, Google Classroom, for all of work and agendas and assignments and assessments. Those are the things that are all going to be found on Google Classroom. So that's a very important aspect that we want to make sure that all students are checking frequently on Google Classroom to make sure that they know what's due and what's not due. And then, as we indicated to the students as well, Skyward, that is the online gradebook, and we want to make sure that students are checking that frequently as well with what grades are, when grades are updated, and what are some items that may be missing from the gradebook too. We do want to make a reminder that parents do have access to Skyward as well, so they can not only see grades, but they can also see student profiles, they can see attendance records. So those are really important aspects to make sure that everybody is on track there. So anyway, if you have any questions about remote learning and the online learning that's going on, please ask. A little bit about me. I have been teaching actually for 20 years, since 2000, and I actually began my career at Old Quarry Middle School. So I've been a part of the teaching community at Lamont for the entirety of my career. And I transitioned over here to the high school in 2006, and I could not be any happier. I'm very, very proud and pleased to be teaching here. And I'm also a seasoned veteran as well. I've been coaching boys tennis and also boys cross country, also for 20 seasons. I've been enjoying my career here, and it's been a pleasure. A couple other items about me. I have a wonderful wife and two amazing daughters, a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old. Actually, I've been sharing with my students, I may as well share with you too, that My wife and I, we are expecting our third child. So it's actually coming up in this particular fall, and we don't know if it's a boy or a girl. So we're going to be very pleasantly surprised no matter what. So we're looking forward to that. And another little item about me that I've been sharing with my students as well, that I'm a published author. So that's something that I'm very proud of and everything. And my book is actually right here. So it's the Blade Child series. So on the back, you can see that's me. So anyway, yeah, it's a series that's available and everything. And yeah, I'm very pleased, and I'm actually continuing to write and working on my other two books. So anyway, that's basically it. Thank you all very, very much.